Real quick, before we start the video, I just want to let everybody know that I have my giveaway going on right now with Western Rise. I've partnered with them to give 3 prizes away to 3 lucky winners, so I will put a card up here, as well as link the video in the description below, so you can head over there to enter to win that awesome giveaway. But in the meantime, if you want to check out Western Rise, you can use my discount code ODIE, that's ODIE, to get up to 30% off your order this month in November. That's the month we're currently in. So check both of those things out, and now on with the video. I was having a conversation with other grown adults who are around my age, so between like 28 and 32. We debated for about 30 minutes what the best flavor of Capri Sun was, and there is no competition because it is always forever going to be strawberry kiwi. And I might be 28 years old, but damn if I won't appreciate a Capri Sun. Okay, so I probably look very tired because I am, and I have a flight in like 5 hours because I'm going home for the first time in like 4 weeks. But before I do, I wanted to show you this. This is the Elements Tech case from Alpaka Gear. And like I've been saying, I've been traveling for the last 4 weeks pretty much nonstop. And I've been using this and testing this tech kit out across all of those journeys and all of that travel that I've been doing to see how it stacks up against some of my other favorite tech kits. And I'm excited to tell you all about this right now. Let's get into it. Also, I should say that Gravel, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but Gravel came out with some t-shirts and some hats and some notebooks and some other things, and so I'm rocking their stuff. Link below. I don't have a commission link or anything. I'm just a big fan of Gravel, and I think these new shirts they came out with and these hats are dope, so check them out. Okay, so like I was saying, this is the Elements Tech case, and I've been utilizing this to pretty much house almost all of my tech gear entirely, but I've also loaded this out in some key situations to see how it would work as like a replacement mobile filmmaking kit, or maybe just like stuff for my computer, hard drives, cables, and things like that. And I found a couple cool ways to organize this thing out, but honestly, overall, it just has some features that I really want to highlight and show you. And the first one is that, like I said, when you get this thing, it actually comes with a little like shoulder strap. I don't have that with me. It's back at my house because I knew I wasn't going to be using it in that mode, but you can actually attach it here on the back, and then you can carry this thing, like I said, like a little makeshift sling or a little day sling, or however you want to use it. And that way, if you're just going to the cafe and you just want to bring, you know, the bare essentials, or if you're traveling on a flight and just want to bring the bare essentials or whatever it might be, this easily converts. And that leads us to the pouch here at the front. So this is actually what the strap that you can use to carry it comes in. This is where it's at. So I'm assuming they probably, when you transition it from sling to pouch, this is the compartment you would put it in. This pouch, or this front pocket, has no organization built into it, and it has a lot of dimension, but this is where you really get that bulge, battle of the bulge. So when you put stuff in here, it really does kind of like elevates it a little bit, and I've been using a bag that doesn't really allow me to have like that kind of weird bumps and stuff that stick out. So I've been pretty much keeping this fairly flat. I have been putting things like my camera tool in there. Sometimes I'll put like my phone in there depending on what I'm doing. One of the other things that I was putting in there was like my SD card case, which is a thinner thing, or a notebook. So I like to usually reserve this for thin items. But then you have the main compartment, which is where it houses pretty much all of your organization. Now, since I'm set up here in this hotel, I had to take a lot of the stuff that I would normally have in here out in order to record. So like one of the things is, this is where I've been keeping my MacBook charger. It fits in there very nicely. But what I've pretty much been doing is, on one side, you have 2 kind of larger sleeves with a little pin that goes between them. This is where I've been putting my hard drive, one about this size, and then I also put my Samsung T5 SSD card for my Blackmagic camera in the other one, and then the cables for both of those just sit here open in this other compartment. On the other side of that flap, you have another spot that you can utilize to put other like bigger, blockier items if you want to. Then you also have a zippered guy. This zippered guy has a little bit of organization. You can put things like SD cards, very small, very minimal items. This is where I've been putting all of the attachments for my MacBook Air. I don't have a big boy MacBook, so I have to have like little attachments in order to plug in USBs and things like that. So I usually keep all of that in there, as well as a couple extra SD cards, just in case, because you never know. Yes, I have tons in there and everything, but I always like to have extra because better safe than sorry. On the other side of that is, again, more just open space, and then the other side of that open space is another flap with another zippered guy in front of that. So you have plenty of options here on what you might want to put in here for organization. just kind of to run through what I've been usually putting in here, it's most of my hard drives, like I mentioned, with the cables, my MacBook charger. I've been putting a couple notebooks in here, and I've been putting my battery case for my Blackmagic in here, and then I've also been putting my camera tool in here. So it's just been kind of like an all-around miscellaneous pouch of most of the stuff that I'm going to pull out because I need my camera tool to hook up all the stuff from my Blackmagic, and then I want my notebook to make notes. I need my batteries and my chargers and so forth. But no matter how you're going to utilize this thing, I think if you're looking for a good tech pouch, because I didn't even tell you, you have the WeatherGuard YKK zips, but you also have this X-Pack material, so very weather resistant and very durable materials. Just overall built incredibly well, especially when you have this orange, bright orange hexagon pattern, like ripstop lining on the inside. I mean, this thing is made super incredibly well, and it's just made, I just really like it. I mean, it's made really well. I didn't really hit on that enough in the beginning, but the materials, the hardware, the build quality, all of that is superb. Plus the zippers are lockable, something I forgot to kind of mention at the top of the video as well. But just overall, a great tech case that I have found to be quite a joy to bring with me. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Alpaka Elements Tech case, it'll be linked in the description below if you want to check it out. It comes in a variety of colors as well. Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer this for you. Or you can always shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com, where I'm happy to answer any other questions, provide videos, photos, lists, or just have a casual chat. Thank you guys again so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that wonderful nonsense, and I will see you next time.